Greetings on the East Coast if you're listening. And we will be starting this whole shindig in about 15, 20 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this Rexburg award ceremony. We have some food for you over here if you want to just get up and go back to your seats. We'll get started here in a few minutes.
Actually, can we be a little bit unprofessional? We run out of time for extra chairs. So those who are just walking in, can you please go over there, grab your chairs, sit over to that alcove? Can you do that? Is that okay? That'd be quicker. There are chairs.
Please go get some food.
Yes, okay, go chairs. Your seats over here, this table. Do you have two empty ones here? Do you want to sign? Two empty ones over here. Who is that? Do you have a table there? How about here? Over there? Do you have seats there? No. I have three seats here. Somebody wants to sit over here. No one?
Colored at the last. So we'll do here and then music and then Val and Kwani. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Mhm.
Because Val's introducing her.
So, what usually introduce Val?
I am doing that. That's fine.
So you still want to introduce
Mhm.
Val right here?
It's a little bit different kind of introducing.
Okay.
So it'll be okay to be separated.
So I'll put music right after you.
hmm Yeah, and then we might even do arts, awards.
Awards?
actually. Yeah, but that's kind of stealing a thunder on. Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Let's do music, up to music. And hopefully she's here by,
Okay.
she said, so she said 14 minutes away and 57, so she should be
Good.
close.
She should be very
Yeah,
close.
so if we do music, my introduction and music. would be
Introduction
okay.
to music. Okay. Just tell me when you want me to start.
Should we start? It's already 6:10.
Yeah.
We need to, if you say, like, if you give them like just a few minutes, we'll begin.
Okay.
We might go
Good.
see.
Thanks everybody for being here tonight. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. We'll let these guys get their food, and hopefully everybody has a chair. If you have an extra chair at a table, raise your hand so somebody can sit down, and then we'll get started in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out to the 13th annual Art Grows Rexburg art competition. It's so fun to be here again tonight. We do this every year, and there are so many artists that we get to meet and see. How many of you have something entered in this competition? Yes, big round of applause for everybody who entered. Okay, I'm going to make you stand up. How many first-timers? Stand up, let's see it. Yes. Who's entered more than 5 times? Anybody? 2 times? There we go. Great. 3 times? Yes, good. Yeah, please. I know Brian's entered like 20 times. Well, it's so fun to be here with you tonight. I understand there are 190 pieces on exhibit right now. That's a lot. And that's your work. Good job. My name's Brandon Isle, and we've been listening to this beautiful string quartet, and we'll hear from them in a little bit later. First, I wanted to introduce you to Kyung DeBell. She is the president of Art Grows Rexburg. She helps put this on with the council, and they do this every year and do such a wonderful job. And she's going to come up here and talk to us a little more. Kyung?
You probably don't want to hear from me. You want to see what's in here, right? Okay. Well, it is my pleasure to welcome you this evening. Thank you so much for coming. This is 12th, 13th. Val? 13th. My 12th annual Art Grows Rexburg art competition and exhibit. Before anything, I would like to thank some folks. First, where are the Hemming Village folks? Hemming Village management folks has been all over for this beautiful venue and exhibit spaces. Where's Mr. Greg and Mr. Kurt, and where are they? Oh, thank you. So, yeah, thank you so much this year again for all the things you've done. And also, volunteers, are you here who helped us in any way? Please stand up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope you come work with us again next year. Then the Art Grows Rexburg board members, Catherine Peck, Jasmine Webb, and Stephanie Morley. Their selfless service makes this event possible year after year. I am so honored to call them my friends and comrade in this fun adventure. So thank you. Now I'd like to recognize the force you don't see behind all of these. The heart of Art Grows Rexburg. My dearest friends, Dr. Val and Mrs. Alice Hemming. I met Alice and Val 12 years ago. They had me at hello. You don't get it. These are all young people, so they don't know the movie. 12 years ago, we began this journey together for Art Grows Rexburg. I asked Val for a biography for both of them. Being the down-to-earth and humble person he is, this is what he sent to me. I'm just going to read word to word. Val Hemming was born and raised in Rexburg, Idaho, and graduated from Madison High School in 1955. He attended Idaho State College, Ricks College, and the University of Utah, where he completed medical school in 1966. Alice Bell Hemming was born and reared in Salt Lake City and graduated from the University of Utah in 1964, becoming a middle school French teacher. Together, they chose a career in public service, with Val serving in the U.S. Air Force for nearly 30 years. During his career, he trained and served as a pediatric infectious diseases research scientist. That's a mouthful. And later, as chair of pediatrics at the Military Medical School of Medicine in Bethesda, Maryland. Before retiring, he spent 7 years as dean of the School of Medicine. Military service meant that their 4 children, Heidi, Julie, Jill, Patrick, lived in Utah, California, Texas, Germany, and Maryland. Val and Alice now reside in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. After retirement, Val and Alice partnered with Lane Hemming and Richie Webb to develop what became Hemming Village. Alice is a talented portraitist. Her and Val's interest in art took them to art galleries around the world and permitted them to collect many pieces of original art to decorate their homes. As Hemming Village was evolving, they felt there should be a venue for local southeastern Idaho artists to exhibit their work, and so chose to sponsor an art show and competition. Their first show was presented in 2012. A show has been sponsored every year since. The pre-existing Upper Valley Art Guild has morphed into Art Grows Rexburg, chaired by Kyung DeBell. I have to say, this egregiously understates their achievements. Alice is an extremely talented artist herself, and Val has an extraordinary mind and intellect. It might get me in trouble for sharing this, but Val was one of the 5 key researchers. Is there 4 or 5? Your friends who are developing a treatment for RSV. 5 of you. They developed the treatment for RSV for the children of the world. Very likely, most of you probably, when you were born and had RSV, you were benefited of Val's treatment that he developed. My own children, who were born in near Bethesda, Maryland, all of them, they were also treated with that. Behind all of their remarkable achievements, the most impressive. Sorry about that. Did you miss everything I said thus far? Sorry. Behind all of their remarkable achievements, the most impressive thing about Val and Alice, to me, is how their lives evolve around God, family, and serving others. For the past 11 years, we've worked together to make the visual arts a vital part of our community. I'm truly grateful and honored to call them my friends and mentors. Their generous yearly financial support makes this evening possible. We cannot do this without them. We're grateful that Alice is joining us from her home in North Carolina, and Val is here today with us. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, everyone, all of you. With you, Art Grows Rexburg is building the visual arts in Rexburg. So, we have a great program today. It's going to be short and sweet. Let's begin.
Thank you, Kim. We're going to hear from our string quartet now. They're going to play Concerning Hobbits from The Lord of the Rings. That's a Howard Shore piece. And string quartet in G minor from Knives Out. This is by Nathan Johnson. This is one of our favorites. Thank you so much, guys. So that was Richard Ferguson and Shannon Packer on violin, James Gordon on cello, and Ryan DeBell on viola. Now I'm going to welcome Val Hemming up here. Yep, come around this side.
Well, I'm really honored to be here. It's better to be seen at this age than being viewed. That's true. I have really deep roots in southeastern Idaho. My parents were Grover and Cora Hemming. Their families arrived in this valley in the 1880s. In fact, my great-great-grandfather was Thomas Edwin Ricks, who was the founder of Rexburg, and basically the college, what became Ricks College and then BYU Idaho, was from my grandpa. During our 60 years of marriage, Alice and I have had the privilege of traveling throughout the world and looking at art. We've collected many paintings that grace our homes, and we've been able to share that art with family and actually with this business as well. Our first art show was presented here in 2013. That year, a couple of years after, we actually partnered with the Chamber of Commerce here in Rexburg when they were still having the dance festival in the summer. When the dance festival lapsed, we had been in contact with Key Young, and we formed a partnership which has grown into Art Grows Rexburg. Recently, I reviewed my journal entry for the 2013 art show. Several BYU-I students helped us hang that show, and when I was looking through my journal, one of the students who hung our art was Kwani Winder. So give her a hand. And she uses her brushes and her paints to teach others about her very proud Native American heritage. So we're very fortunate to have her here this time. I've gone down the list of those who have come to speak during these many different art shows. We've had, now she will be the fourth graduate student from BYU Idaho who's spoken at our reception, including Brian Astle, Kimball Geisler, and you, I guess three, I'm sorry. We've had two faculty members as well, Leon Parson, and I imagine you remember Leon, and Matt Geddes. We've had some other really noteworthy people who came as well. We've had Julie Rogers. We've had J. Kirk Richards came and spoke. Leon Parson, your own Leon Parson from here in town, who's an extraordinary artist. Michael Malm. And last year, not to say the least, Walter Rain came and was our speaker. So we thank sincerely each of you for sharing your art. Your participation expands interest in the visual arts in our community. And we thank to Keyung DeBell and her crew for putting this together. And finally, huge thanks to the Moran Quartet who serenaded us now. This must be the 7th or 8th time at least. I haven't counted, but you've always made this a special time. So thank you, and good luck. Chair.
We'll now invite Kwani up here to tell us about her art. Thank you.
What Val mentioned or failed to mention is I had, I think I helped out 2 years right at the beginning of this art show. And I had graduated and they asked me to come back to help with right after I graduated. And they ended up purchasing the first piece that I had ever created out of art school. And the first piece I ever sold as what I would consider a professional artist. And they kind of set me up I just graduated, and selling that piece allowed me to continue and to start. And I owe a lot to them, so please give them another round of applause. Rexburg holds a great deal of fondness for me in the arts. My experience with Rexburg started when I would come with my sister, and she was attending Rick's College, and I would come and stay with her in her dorm, and they had a spaghetti fight, and the only thing I remember is spaghetti like hanging on the ceiling. And then actually Richard Ferguson was my viola teacher, and I would make the trek with one of my friends from Snake River up here to come take lessons from him. So that started my Rexburg arts experience. I attended BYU Idaho, as previously mentioned. I did not intent. My intent was not to be an artist, actually. I was studying biology and wanted to be a physical therapist. I love the science, I still do. And different things led me to become an artist. And all of that happened here while I was at Rexburg. And I became involved with the art guild that was here. And that's kind of how I got involved with this show. And it was very tender for me to come back and see that how it has changed and how it has grown, because I've always recognized the great amount of talent that is here in East Idaho. It blows my mind how many professional artists, as I've learned, are here. And it's in the water. We just breathe in music and art. And it's very inspiring, I think, the landscape that we have, the community that we build. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my own art journey and about some of my beliefs that the hill that I choose to die on as an artist. And that would be that every human is an artist. If you know how to appreciate a sunset, you're an artist. It takes an artist's eye to recognize beauty. It takes an artist's eye to recognize beautiful moments. I have so many people. I wish I could collect money every time somebody says, I can't even draw a stick figure. I don't know if you've gotten that. My stick figures are not particularly impressive either. But I always tell them, I'm like, you know what? Your formal art education, think about it, usually ends about 4th or 5th grade. That's when you enter middle school, and that's when the electives appear, and you no longer have, a home group. And then people decide to do other things. How good did you read when you were in 4th or 5th grade? How were your math skills? How about science? Art is a skill that can be learned by anybody. And yes, there are people who have art brains. I am fortunate to be very blessed with an art brain and experiences in my life that made me realize I need to use my art brain. But I want you to look around at the people around you, look at yourself, and recognize the artist within you, recognize the artist within others, and applaud yourselves for continuing to develop that, for putting yourself out there. Entering a show is so scary. And the only thing that's made it less scary for me is I've been a juror for many different shows now, and realizing the people that place awards are not the people, I mean, they're not the only ones that were up there, I guess is the way to say that. You're picking 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 pieces out of 20 pieces that were really, really good. And it's just small things, and it's opinions, and it's my experience, and every judge has a different experience. So if you find setbacks or you're hoping for things and you don't get it, don't let that deter you, because it's just happens to be that moment is somebody else's moment. And as you grow, take care of your heart and guard it and love it, because your little artist deserves to touch somebody. I've seen paintings not get an award, have entered in many different shows, bring people to tears. And it's because it's the energy and the spirit that it's created with. You guys have that spirit and you have that flame. I can see it in your artwork. I was very touched, and it was very hard. And I talked about it and talked about your pieces. I am blown away by the talent that's here, and thank you for entering, and thank you for having me. And always remember, everyone's an artist. Everyone's art path may look a little bit different. People don't have to be selling their pieces to be an artist. You don't have to be a teacher to be an artist. You just have to recognize beauty and capture beauty. And sometimes that's just holding it within you, and it doesn't have to be on a page. But I want to thank you for having me here and applaud you for all your efforts and for the beautiful pieces that are adorning the walls in the Hemming Village. Thank you.
Thank you, Kwani. Okay, I think it's the time that you came here for. We're going to find out who the winners are. Who's going to be the winner? Yeah. At the end, after we've announced all the winners, please come up here. Don't leave. We want pictures with you, so stick around if you win.
This is both the easy part and the hard part. Okay.
All right, we are going to start with the student category, and the honorable mention. We'll start with the honorable mention awards. The first one goes to Chantel Collage for As I Shift, I Become. The next honorable mention award goes to Caroline Cook for The Blue Room. All right, we're moving forward to the Merit Award. And we have these little announcements on the awards, and they are steps to take. You have to follow certain steps to claim the awards that come with it. And so make sure you look at the little slips of paper and follow the steps in your award. So the Merit Award, one of them goes to Shania Patrick for anxiety. The next Merit Award goes to Chanel Williams for Wandering Wonders. Right, we're moving forward to third place category. It goes to Caitlin Cottom for Bortha.
Congratulations.
Second place goes to Hannah Nestripke for Society's Gift, our ephemeral value. All right, and our first place award goes to Abigail White for Opalescent. We'll keep her award to the side and we'll reach out to her. Maybe she can make it in the next 15 minutes. All right, now we're going to move on to the amateur category. And we will start with honorable mention. And the first honorable mention goes to Casey Roos for Mohawk Tribe Dance.
Apparently not here.
The next honorable mention award goes to Kaisa McLean for Window Light.
Congratulations.
Right, now we're moving to the Merit Award. And this one goes to Isabel Cedric for Divinity of Motherhood.
Hi, congratulations.
The next Merit Award goes to Celeste Milani for Green Girl.
Congratulations.
Now third place goes to Susan Thomas for On the Line. All right, second place award goes to Amy Clements for Ripples on the Water.
Congratulations.
And first place goes to Jensen Mitchell for The Zealots.
Congratulations.
All right, next up, we'll be moving to the professional category. And the first honorable mention award goes to Rachel Rubish for Sunset Red. goes to Madison B. Dolan for Kate F. 1.8.
This has come off.
Now we're moving on to a merit award. And the first one goes to Darren Clark for Potato Cellar Facades, Eastern Idaho. The next merit award goes to Brian Astle for Storm Sun. Our third place winner goes to Shay Warnick for Ibis and Princess Victoria Louisa Poppy. Second place goes to Josh Hobbs for Toil.
Congratulations. And
our first place award goes to Brian Muldowney for Feeding the 5,000.
Let's get a round of applause for all of them. Thank you, everybody. And look at the art, it's so great.
Where's everybody?
I don't know where everybody is.
If you go here to the winners, please spread the word. All of the cash awards come to go something to keep you.
I'm so disappointed. I sent an email to everybody yesterday.
I know.
It's terrible.
That's terrible not to have it. That
No.
happened once before we had it. We had it.
Who didn't come? Who was it?
Remember, I don't remember his name. The guy with the cow buffalo and that extraordinary
Yes.
picture.
Oh. Hey, do you mind talk to Catherine and do the label? Winning the label. Did you talk to her, Catherine? Because she knows the piece. Okay, please come. Winners. Okay, please. Okay, all the winners.
I'm like, that wasn't very professional. I'm just like, actually,
All the winners. And all the winners come forward.
I'm so happy that you did it. I saw it. Nice job. There we go. Okay, Val. Let me talk. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Congratulations. Follow the instruction. ASAP, or I'll keep you around. I have no problem. Yes. Are you lost in love? Yes. I have a question. I have to go to website. Go check the website.
If you're here to help us clean up, are there volunteers? Will you gather around me if you're here? Volunteering to clean? Please come. No one? If you are here as a volunteer to help clean up, please come see me.
Oh, you look gorgeous. Well, we're gonna take things down.
Okay, all the volunteers, will you please come around here, around me, please?
Place to take a picture.
You volunteer? Oh no, you're just doing it. You volunteers? Oh my goodness, yes, please come here so I can see who's here. Okay. Three of you. Okay, so basically we need to put everything out. Chair tables, table centerpieces need to be separated. So let's have two people do the centerpieces, like all the pieces for the kitchen. One stand out and
A lot of things come down, we save the box and the paper towels in the kitchen. You just wipe down the base and then the boxes. So who's gonna do the bases? Pieces? Okay, two of you do bases, and then three of you. Maybe three of you can do all the. One can do all the mirror. We can do the roller and the floor thing. Cables together. Did you hear it? The mirror needs to go into container. So mirror, one person can do all the mirror points at the time of the container. And then the runner and the floor needs to go into the back. And then move to the fifth one. Yeah, we have a rack in that door. So right behind the oh, you? Oh, wonderful. So, you do mirrors. No, just gather all the mirrors really close. It's just the other mirrors. Yeah. We have a container. It doesn't have it. Just gather them all. Yeah. iron really well. So like there's a line like that I really did have to. So you see that.